schedule starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Taken down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They give to Cannon. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. Back to Cannon again on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was taken down by...
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Tighten up. Green, everything. Jump.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Paul Richardson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kick is...
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Cannon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Max Crosby.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Payne on the stop.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Completes it to the fullback hand. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. The give is to Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
Throwing now is Locke. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Jones. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Ronald Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Play fake. Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down.
Brings up 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's a
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 7. Locke. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Minnesota.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gary on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. at the 16-yard line.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Again, the ball carrier.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. So they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Vikings 20, Bears nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 53's the mark. 53. Check. To throw is Winston. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's second down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Check 26.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now a timeout.
By John Johnson.
7 seconds left in the first half.
10. First down, Vikings.
On first down, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Grant on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Check 43.
Locke again here on second and 10. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 43. They fake the handoff. Now Locke going deep for Walker. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. A give to Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Jones has it. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Lock going to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a gain of 9. First down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get set lunch. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, pick your game up.
To throw, Winston. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Ready, set. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Adam Thielen.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ronald Jones.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
For the point after.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards left on 2nd down. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now to the air. Lock. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Lock. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lock off of play action. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, Lock. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Winston on the screen. This is Cannon, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new cop.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Lock. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings!
To Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Play action now, Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Here we go. Set. Bravo. 60 Pittsburgh. 66.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Warner in on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
now a play fake, and here's Locke.
At the 20-yard line.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes the score, Vikings.
Prater for the extra point. And that will extend this big lead.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Jameis to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
15. And the Vikings.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Going for it all. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Cannon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Cannon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the...
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, guy just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, D-line, let's go. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Guys, it's game situation.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Cannon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Cannon going to try the left side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
For the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Vikings 55, Bears 14. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions.
And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
1st down, Minnesota.
Off play action. Block. Looking for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. With Cannon. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One last shot now for Winston. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Chicago, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.